just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Faking the handoff. Howell rolling to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions. Off play action. It's Howell. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Got it. Ready? 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now they go play action with Howell. He's got Turner, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Griffin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll go play action. Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Howell looking to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Check. Hurt. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Howell. This is caught. Touchdown. Cole Turner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Go Gunner. Go Gunner. Go Gunner. Go Gunner. Up we go.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
You just saw there. This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
3rd and 9 here.
Don Capers. Don Capers. Don Capers. Don Capers. Apple. 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 Up we go.
Now Jones. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. Hodgins in motion.
Apple, 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 apple.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Great, 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 great. Up, go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's got this down to the 35.
South salad, South salad, South salad, South salad.
Hodgins in motion.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Up, go.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
Okay, here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Gold cutter, gold cutter.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson. Great, 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 great. Apple, apple, apple. Up, go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's complete to Slayton. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Hodgins there complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Howell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to our this first half of action. 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd down throw for Howell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. It's Howell with another throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now then the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. That ball caught by Slayton. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. back to throw. Jones. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Troy Johnson, Detroit Johnson. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland.
Now Jones on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
That one finds Hyatt. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Jones looking to change the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, why shift, Mac? Mac, Elsa. Great, 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 great.
Back to throw again. Hyatt has got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are back within a score. Now Cade York for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Throwing here, Howell. Wide open receiver complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Jones on 1st and 10. This has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Rita. Great. Hey, triple right, Pacino.
Back to throw. Jones. Completed to Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 30 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the
right there and go for two.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Out we go.
Jones throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now they go play action with Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 43, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and 7.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
7 Pirates, go.
And Howell will throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Apple, 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 apple. Apple, go.
Now Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gold Cyclone! Gold Cyclone! Bama, Bama, Bama. Up we go.
Throwing Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Barkley did not get there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
South salad, South salad, South salad.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Howell going to audible to something else. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And does Washington have it? They do. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Taken down at the 42. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Powell throwing on first down here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now they'll shift things around. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the point after try for Santos. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Flag shift to Crude.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Up we go. Detroit Johnson. Up we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Timberland. Up we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Flick right. Up we go.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Biggie. Cockroach. Up we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
56.
1st down, New York.
Triple right, Pacino. Ladybug. Dom Capers. Out we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Detroit, Detroit, Detroit. Rita, 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 Rita. Alpha, go.
On 2nd and 10, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Alpha, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Apple, 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 apple. Alpha, go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a match. There he goes, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
It's complete, and he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end, because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gives a little something to bounce out of here on.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center.
Can I talk my...
Come on,
That other side...
the Oakley way.
Hey,
C5.
can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. where's how